Namaskaram. There are two ways of existence. Number one is the medical way. The air that we breathe in supplies oxygen to the body. The food we eat nourishes and supplies the needed energy for the body. Number two is the spiritual way. This is the chakra way of existence. It is believed that when the chakras are in balance, we enjoy a good existence. I am trying to give a scientific explanation to the spiritual way of existence. Diaphragm is one of the largest muscles that come into play while we breathe. It contracts and pulls itself inwards into the abdomen like a catapult and releases itself when we exhale. This contraction and relaxation of the diaphragm causes a vibration, which is the life energy. Albert Einstein says everything in life is a vibration. Nikola Tesla says future medicine is in vibration. Have you noticed the number of muscles that are used for respiration? Why would nature give so many muscles for breathing unless breath was so important for our existence? These vibrations created by the breathing and the diaphragm are transmitted by the spine to the entire body. The oxygen and the food we take in is like the oil in the car. It keeps us alive. The vibration that is produced is like the petrol in the car. It gives us the energy. If food was our only source of energy, how come someone having a single meal a day has as much energy as someone on 3 meals? How come a child is more energetic than an adult? How come some yogis function without food for weeks together? Have you noticed that all the endocrine glands which are responsible for the functioning of the body are placed along the spinal cord? This is for the easy absorption of the vibration from the spine for it to function. 15% of the diseases mankind suffers comes through external infections like a bacterial, viral, etc. And the rest 85% of the diseases, the cause is either unknown or is classified as due to stress or autoimmune disorders. Have you noticed that our breathing changes with every emotion like fear, anxiety, stress, tension, joy, sadness, etc.? When there is a considerable change in the breath due to some extreme emotion, the vibration that is produced by the diaphragm changes, and this in turn affects the functioning of the glands, and this in turn causes disease, which constitute the 85% of the diseases whose cause is unknown. All the alternative systems in the world like Ayurveda, Homeopathy, Siddha, Unani, Yoga, Chinese medicines, etc., except allopathy, strives to get this vibrational energy back to balance, or they work on balancing the 5 elements to restore health. This is the reason whenever you hear of a cure of a chronic disease, it is mostly with alternative systems of medicines. These vibrations produced are transmitted by the spine not only to the entire body but also to the brain. If we are joyful, we breathe a certain way, and this produces a certain frequency of vibration which reaches the pineal gland, which in turn secretes good feel hormones like the dopamine, oxytocin, endorphin, etc., which gives us the feeling of joyfulness. Similarly, when we are sad, our breathing produces a certain frequency of vibration which releases negative hormones and we feel sad. If this concept of existence can go out into the world through a reputed channel, then people will start believing in the spiritual way of existence in a very logical way. Once this belief happens, they will start to understand the importance that the breath has on the health, and then they will start to do pranayama. Once they start practicing pranayama, they naturally become meditative, and once they become meditative, they naturally become spiritual. Once they become spiritual, they will understand the importance of living a Vedic way of life. Thank you. Namaskar.